Hey everybody, I'm back today with a very special layout. Playing along with Katie and Jessica and Laura and Christy for a Scraptember and 30 days of sketches. I'm going to be playing along a couple times this month. You can see the beautiful sketch that I'm using at the beginning of my video. So there's all these little strips of could be pattern paper, could be branding strips, could be anything. I'm going to go ahead and use some washi tape to kind of get some of it out of my stash. Although this is actually my very favorite type of washi tape. Solid colored and thin. Definitely 1000% my favorite washi tape. So even though I'm using a lot of it on this layout, I'll probably still have loads. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you about my process. I am voicing over this video in July. So that means I'm not sure what's going to be going on in my channel at this time because this video doesn't go up till September 8th. So happy fall to me and to all of you, I guess. So I'm just alternating all of these washi strips, kind of tearing them, getting them lined up. I love the torn edges. Next up, I'm going to be playing with some hybrid products from Tracy Reed. This is her Everybody Has a Story collection, I believe. I'm flipping through my Traveler's Notebook papers right now. So if you see that my Traveler's Notebook papers are curled up, that's what happens when you don't put the correct cardstock into your printer and you accidentally print on like 60-pound white cardstock instead of the Epson matte presentation paper. Trust me, the colors aren't as great as they would be, and also definitely we have this curling. So I'm kind of just choosing what papers and patterns match my washi tape. I am going to be scrapbooking a story today. So I have 2 photos, but the idea, this is going to have a lot of journaling, and there is a story that goes with these 2 photos, and they might kind of look a little odd at first, but trust me, there's a reason why they're being scrapbooked together. Okay, so I have my pattern papers here. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of start to cut them down, and I am going to follow the sketch for this particular layout pretty exactly the way it is. I'm not going to try to adjust it or anything. I will try to remember to put links in the description box below, but again, it's July, like 2 months before this video has to go live, so I am not 100% sure that I will be able to come back and get everything linked without forgetting, because you guys, the brain fog for me is real. But I will link up Tracy's digital collection that I'm using on this page, absolutely. I'm going to use a little bit of Distress Oxide ink and Hickory Smoke and just kind of line these up. So I really wanted to use up these TN papers that were printed on the wrong paper. I don't want to waste them. I want to keep using them because there's no point. You go through all that trouble. I'm not wasting all that ink. But I also don't want them hanging out in my stash for very long, because otherwise there could come a time when I do go back to them and go, why did I keep these, and toss them? And I don't want to toss them. So I'm going to go ahead and just use them on this layout. And they work just fine. No problems there. They even kind of pulled up, but I think that's actually my amazing tape runner that I love. So next up, I'm just going to map my photos. I'm using, again, just some of the papers from that collection. Now I have all the die cuts. These are mostly fussy cut already, kind of ready to go. I'm just going to flick through them. Some of them aren't, some of them are. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull the ones out that I think will work for this layout. Again, this is a more of a story focused layout, So I don't need any kind of specific icons. And since I'm focusing on a specific story for this layout, I didn't really need any kind of specific icons. And this collection has very kind of generic, usable for everything type of icons in it. So that worked out really good. So I'm just going through all of these little icons, grabbing the ones I think I want to use. This took a little bit, and FYI, do you see that huge stack of die cuts right there? We're not going to use all those. Definitely not. Absolutely, positively not. Okay, but let's keep going here. So we're going to put everything away. Obviously, I could have edited this out, but hey. Okay, so the photo on the right is my oldest son. He turned 21 this year. The photo on the left is a photo of Pookie, who is Garfield's a bear. And that photo was taken on his bookshelf where he still keeps it even at 21. And so there is a story behind that stuffed bear. And there's also a story behind Pookie's name. So I grabbed some journaling labels. These are printable journaling labels from Nicole Jones' 911 shop. I love these printable labels. They're amazing. Next up, I'm going to grab my title. I'm stamping. I'm always stamping. My title for this layout is going to be Still My Pookie. I am stamping in Tutti Frutti ink from Catherine Pooler. I'm using a stamp set from Kelly Perky that I know is not in stock anymore. But there are lots of stamp sets that are like, it's like just a nice sans serif kind of a font. So underneath my title, I'm going to go ahead and add my journaling. Again, really just following this layout, this sketch, pretty simply, pretty exactly the way Laura designed the sketch. I thought it was really cool. I'm going to add some staples to different areas of the layout just to add something that's not paper. This layout is a lot of paper. Pretty much everything is paper except for the staples and my stamping. So I'm just kind of putting everything away, trying to decide what I want to do next. I'm going to go ahead and grab all these die cuts. You can see the stack of die cuts I have on the left. And I'm just going to start to kind of place them, decide where I want them. So on the sketch, Laura has these cute little like extra embellishments that go down on top of the washi. Definitely wanted to add those. They were so cute. I loved that aspect of the sketch. I'm just going to decide on my clusters where I want different things to go. So I don't have the sketch in front of me. I'm not sure if I embellished exactly the way that the sketch called for. Honestly, when I am using a sketch, when I get to the embellishing part, I kind of wing it because I think in a lot of respects, where you place embellishments and how you place embellishments can vary from person to person. And where one person may put their embellishment clusters, it might not look nice to my eye and I might want them somewhere else. So I always kind of just do my embellishments the way I think that I want them to look. I am going to pop up some of these die cuts using some tabby dots from Spiegelbaum Scraps. Love tabby dots. They're my favorite. And I can't imagine, if they're my favorite in July, they're probably still my favorite in September. Like, I can't imagine not loving them. It's like the easiest way to add dimension. And yeah, we're just going to finish this up. This went pretty quickly. I really love this collection from Tracy Reed. This was the first layout that I did using it, and it is really, really pretty. I love that the colors are perfect for stories and layouts about my boys. It will really kind of allow me to document some of those more journaling heavy stories. The other thing I really like about it is that the colors really match the colors that my boys tend to wear, what they tend to wear, and things like that. So more of these kind of deeper saturated tones. But enough weight so it doesn't get too dark. So I'm just adding some staples, and here we go, all finished. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to head over and check out everybody else that's playing along with Scraptember. Some girls are playing along for the whole month. I'm playing along 4 dates. Have a great day. Bye.